Action. Hi guys. Nice, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hi guys. Hi. This is Filmlab. I'm Joan.
And I'm Steven.
Amazing. And Filmlab today, it's going to be interesting.
We have a tasty one.
A tasty film review today.
Yeah.
And it's called The Menu.
The Menu. Indeed.
The Menu. Yeah. Personally, for me, I feel The Menu is like a peek into like fine dining and understanding the mind of a disgruntled creative. Like, I'm a creative, so I could relate in a way when you conceptualize things or you invent things. Yes, and it just feels like the consumers either consume it to fulfill all righteousness for whatever reasons, or just lack of appreciation. And this human being here helped me disassociate my feelings from my creativity. Very weird, very strange. So I could totally relate.
Okay.
I haven't given out too much, but I've given out like, you know, I mean,
just a little. Okay. So I mean, if you say that's not too much, I think we should watch the trailer of The Menu, and we'll be right back on Filmlab.
Is that gonna fit everyone?
Yeah, easily. 12 customers total.
How do they turn a profit?
$12.50 a head, that's how.
What, are we eating a Rolex?
It's one of his classics. You have to try the mouthfeel of the mignonette.
Please don't say mouthful.
Tonight will be madness.
Welcome. We'll endeavor to make your evening as pleasant as possible.
Welcome to Hawthorne.
Here we are family. We harvest, we ferment, we gel.
They gel.
We gel.
He's not just a chef, he's a storyteller. The game is trying to guess what the overarching theme of the entire meal is going to be. You won't know till the end.
Who are you?
I am Margot. Why do you care?
I have to know if you're with us or with them. This menu,
The pictures, they're of us.
this guest list.
How did he get these?
It's not good. This entire evening.
This is just theater, it's stagecraft.
We're leaving now. Has been painstakingly planned.
This is real, isn't it?
What the hell is going on?
We now offer you a 45-second head start. Okay, 45 seconds starts now. This is what you're paying for.
Get out of my way.
It's all part of the menu.
It's okay.
No, we're gonna die tonight.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
You told him it was my birthday?
Seemed funny about 3 hours ago.
Hey film lovers, we're back on Filmlab and we're still talking about the menu. Amazing. The trailer is quite interesting. What'd you say?
I think what I love most about the trailer is it gives you the atmosphere of the movie, but it doesn't tell you what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Which is what we're going to do right now.
Yeah.
Spoilers ahead. But the idea is, I love a good old-fashioned trailer for like proper thrillers where you get a taste of what is to come, you get the atmosphere for the movie, but you don't really get what it's about. Because this movie, once you find out what it's about, I almost feel like this is not even a thriller, because the thing with thrillers is there's usually a mystery, right?
There's a mystery.
You kind of know what is coming, or you know something is coming, but you don't know enough about it. Here we have all the facts straight up. This is what's happening. We're just going to go along with it. This is the process of that thing happening.
But there's actually
Right.
mystery.
But there is some mystery.
There's actually
It's well done.
There's actually a lot of mystery. Like, this is a sweet, brilliant, well thought out thriller that took place in 3 locations: at the deck, at the boat deck,
Yes,
and
90% of the film happens in one location.
in one location.
So let me just give you guys what I loved about the movie. Or at least my first
Great.
point, which
Go.
is 90% of the movie happens in one location. Now, it's been a while since I enjoyed a movie in one location. I can think of my two best movies that happen in one or maximum two locations, or like maybe like most of the movie happens in one place. The classic one, I mean, you probably know it, Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. Most of it happens in that warehouse.
That's a great movie.
Fantastic movie,
Great
right?
movie.
Now that for me is like the pinnacle of one location movies. Then you have Lock, where we spend an entire movie with Tom Hardy in the car driving to London, right? Now that is probably, so if you were to say my number one was Reservoir Dogs and my number two was Lock, right? I would say the menu is now just somewhere in between for me now. It's not as good as Reservoir Dog, but I think I enjoyed it a bit more. Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I like about the menu is basically the dark humor. I'm all for dark humor.
Yes, indeed.
I'm all for dark humor. My favorite genre is thriller, by the way, so I'm really I'm a thriller head.
So that is the comic relief, basically. For
yes.
Dark humor.
So I love dark humor, and I don't just love dark humor. I love well thought out and executed dark humor, because the use of the wrong use of dark humor, oh man, it's a disaster.
Yes,
and there were certain points in the menu where dark humor was used, like the tour guide. I like to call her the tour guide. The lady
that took them around.
That took them around and was giving them information about how their food is being made, where it's gotten from. And there's a point in the movie where she was telling them how they
age the meat.
They age the meat
with bacteria. Yeah.
With bacteria, and he asked like, "Oh yeah, can I just?" I'm paraphrasing now. Can I just like take a bit and just like?
No, I think what he was asking was if you age it. I think they age it for 63 days.
Yeah.
And he was asking if they age it for 62 days. Will anything happen? And she
broke down it
a
scientifically.
Scenario where his entire insides will be eaten by bacteria.
And he would most possibly die a painful death, and it was quite funny.
Yeah, rather hilarious.
It was quite hilarious.
There's a lot of dark stuff in here. That was funny.
And then another part that blew my mind, that I actually laughed, LOL'd, was when they were in the dining, in the restaurant. They came back, they went out and they told the men to run, and they timed them. That was hilarious, by the way. That's another dark humor. Can you imagine like telling them, oh yeah, you have to run, there's an opportunity for you to escape? The way it was executed made it funny, made it laughable, but in reality scary.
Outside of that, I think the only other thing we have to talk about before we go is Ralph Fiennes, because Ralph Fiennes was a revelation. Like, he's been great throughout his career. I've loved seeing him in so many movies.
Yes.
But in this, he proved to be
phenomenal.
A combination of so many complex different things. Is he a failed chef? Is he disturbed?
He's such a complex character.
Is he angry at the world? Is he disappointed? Has he lost the will to live?
Yeah.
Is this really just some kind of vengeance? Is this vengeance? Is this art? What is going on here?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like he was able to put all of this, and his acting was not over the top. He didn't chew the scenery. We didn't get some kind of grandiose moments. Everything felt nuanced and natural. So we have to give credit to Ralph Fiennes.
Yes, we do have to give credit to him. But we're gonna speak more about him. We're just gonna go on a quick popcorn break, and when we come back, we're going to dive into his character and the menu. Yes, chef.
We'll endeavor to make your evening as pleasant as possible.
Welcome to Hawthorne.
Here we are family. Yes, chef! We harvest, we ferment, we gel.
They gel.
We gel.
He's not just a chef, he's a storyteller.
Filmlab, the menu, review, we're back. All right, now.
Indeed.
before we left for a popcorn break, we literally were talking about Ralph Fiennes, and Stephen gave like amazing points about what is this character, and just basically giving him accolades, his brilliance in acting, and I love his interpretation and delivery of that particular character, because it was giving me like disgruntled, failed, underappreciated, over-familiarized, trauma-ridden.
Yeah, because he had his mom there.
Exactly, but extremely brilliant.
And it was, I think
chef.
it's the fact that he balanced it well, because once you tell an actor to portray these things, the natural propensity to chew scene after scene and just overact and
he didn't overact,
overdo things.
Yeah,
there was none of that. It was very nuanced.
He acted with his eyes a lot. You could feel the emotions from his eyes. Well, great. Ralph Fiennes, brilliant actor, brilliant acting, well-rounded, complex character. I really love the character. Now, another character that actually I like and I appreciated, I appreciate her and I appreciate the character, you know, that she delivered, is basically Anya Taylor-Joy, that she played the character Margot, and I loved the gameplay, the psychological gameplay. And one thing Anya Taylor-Joy said is it felt like she was, you know, just in her own skin, just being herself. And she delivered such a brilliant character that for the first time, the chef felt like he was seen.
Yeah.
It felt like, you know, as a creative, everyone just tells you, oh, great job, great. But even then, there was a food critic who at the same time, you know, you can criticize and shred, but you can, and at the same time, you can criticize to build.
Yeah.
She would criticize to shred, and there was nobody, you know, being her gatekeeper and saying, balance things out and be objective. You know, don't criticize to shred, you know, so it doesn't cost someone the career. And Margot, the character, basically saw him for the first time, criticized his meal, appreciated it from a genuine point, and she didn't just fit in, and that was one thorn in his flesh. So I really appreciate the brilliant character Margot walking into something she'd never expected or bargained for, and how she delivered it perfect. 10 over 10 for me.
I feel like director Mylod also touched on a very important thing within society. He explained that psychologically there are studies that prove that human beings, rather than challenge the status quo when presented with these kind of threatening situations, might want to just play along and believe that, you know, something is going to either happen last minute, or maybe some of them in that room believe that at some point, you know, things were going to change, or the impending dangers were not as real. But what we understand is maybe psychologically human beings need to challenge the things around them more and not play along so much and not just fitting or gelling. That might be something that the menu kind of brings out in us. Fantastic.
I love it. I love the psychological gameplay of the menu. I love the metaphorical presentation.
Cultural observation and social commentary was at the best in this movie.
And honestly, I felt like it was a movie and a cooking show in one. Like, I enjoyed
movie and a cooking show. The food is good. That's another thing. So when you have thrillers setting these type of locations, usually the thriller takes the location takes the backdrop. So initially maybe it's all about food, and when we get into this restaurant, it could be about our main antagonist trying to escape the protagonist despite the restaurant, right? Nope, this movie stays on brand. It's about food, it's about fine dining, and it's about that all the way. And
there's no hero.
There's no real antagonist as well. There's no real protagonist.
That's one thing I loved about it.
They're all kind of like anti-heroes in a way.
And just regular people.
Just people, you know?
Just regular people.
What would you say is the Filmlab recommendation for this?
Filmlab recommendation on how to consume the menu. Honestly, Sunday at home.
Sunday. Afternoon,
like late afternoon,
maybe evening,
4 p.m.
late afternoon.
Stroke evening.
Get a big bag of popcorn
nice bag of popcorn, and your best drink.
All right, guys, this has been a fun time on Filmlab. I remain Steven.
I remain the rare black woman.
Fair enough.
Yes. Happy days all round.
Follow us on our social media on
that.
screen now.
Do
Interact with us. Hashtag Filmlab.
Do that.
At Jibe TV Online. You can follow me at Dragon on Hill.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow her at
The Rare Black Woman on Instagram.
Happy Days.
Yeah, Happy Days. Follow me on The Rare Black Woman on Instagram.
Okay.
Great, amazing. It's a wrap on Filmlab. It's been amazing reviewing the menu with you guys and Steven, my right hand man. All right.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right. Cheers.